bargaining positions.
Thank you so much, Matthew, for joining us here today on NewsX World. Thank you. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet has said that Thai forces are occupying Cambodian territory after fighting last year despite a peace accord brokered by US President Donald Trump, and called on Thailand to allow a joint boundary commission to begin working on their disputed border. Hun Manet has said that his government was working to address cyber scam centres that have proliferated in the country. Thailand has said it is maintaining troop positions as part of de-escalation measures and has denied it is occupying territory. The comments from Cambodia's leader on the border conflict underscore the risk that the conflict could reignite once again, despite Trump continuing to promote the success of the peace deal. An October peace accord signed with Trump and Malaysia's Prime Minister broke down within a matter of weeks before a new ceasefire was reached on December the 27th. Let's in fact listen in to what the Cambodian Prime Minister had to say.
Unfortunately, so far it's still fragile. We still have Thai forces occupied deep into Cambodian territory in many areas. This is further beyond even Thailand's own unilateral claim line, borderline. Also, certain activities that have been conducted by Thai troops, such as the laying of containers, barbed wire to block the road, has caused hardship to our people. We have about 80,000 people displaced, cannot go home now because of the blockage. So this is not an accusation, but it's a statement of the facts.
We are now being joined by retired Major General Dr. Rajan Kuchar, who's an international relations expert, joining us from New Delhi. Thank you for joining us here today on NewsX World. How credible is the Cambodian's Prime Minister claim that Thailand is occupying territory, and what evidence or international law supports each side's position?
A very good morning to you, and a very interesting question, because this ceasefire was always fragile. Because you have to understand that unless you discuss the basic problems between the two countries, you cannot come to a lasting solution. Because there is no neutral body also, like coming to your question, that the statements and the counter statements being made by the leaders of Cambodia and Thailand at the same time. Since there is no neutral body there, like the UN, a limitation of force or a delimitation of force in that area to see that border management is done in a proper manner, will not be able to clearly say that who's right and who's wrong right now. And basically, it's a historical border dispute. It's not an interstate kind of a dispute. It has got links to a history, and especially sites like the Priya Vihar temple. And the border is quite a long one. 817 kilometers is the border, and it is very poorly demarcated. So you see, unless you have a proper international boundary between the two countries, nobody will know which part of the border are you occupying, because they will say that this is our land and we have not entered into yours. Because whenever you have a poorly demarcated border, a similar kind of a situation we are seeing in Ladakh also with China, because China comes and occupies and claims that it is his territory, and we tell them, no, it's not yours, it's a disputed territory. The same problem I'm seeing in Cambodia and Thailand, because these are disputed territories, and nobody can claim that it's there or you otherwise. Coming to the involvement of the United States now, because this is important, because United States had Malaysia had brokered a deal in 2025, late 2025, and especially at the ASEAN summit, if you remember, Kuala Lumpur, on October 2025, and it was also known as the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accord, and the basic reason was to reduce the hostilities and open the technical talks, because these border limitation issues, a lot of map evidence has to be seen, historical evidence has to be seen, and only then you can come to a conclusion that which territory belongs to which country. So I think that this fragility in this ceasefire has also been orchestrated by Thailand's recent elections also, which has nationalistic voices have started actually coming out of Thailand, and Cambodia's leadership also likes to play to its domestic audience. So I think if I can summarize this discussion, in the present context, I feel that it has got more of political overtones rather than actual things happening on ground. And because unless you have clear maps available to you, unless the two sides sit together, this ceasefire will remain fragile.
Thank you so much, retired Major General Dr. Rajan Kuchar, for joining us here today on NewsX World. Peru's ousted President Jose Jerry has bidded farewell to his cabinet at the gates of the government palace after the Congress voted to remove him from office over a scandal involving undisclosed meetings with the Chinese businessman. According to reports, Jerry was filmed at the gates of the palace, surrounded by his ministers and greeting supporters who turned to express their support. Meanwhile, 75 lawmakers have voted in favour of removing Jerry, while 24 voted against and 3 abstained. However, legislators are expected to elect a new president of Congress, who will also assume presidency. A supporter of Jerry has responded. Let's listen in to what the supporter had to say.
Mi opinión es que no estoy contento de lo que están haciéndole al presidente, sacándole del cargo. Hubiera culminado. ¿Y cómo queda el pueblo peruano? ¿Cómo queda? Toda la estabilidad política me está quedando. Mira, nosotros, otro presidente va a entrar cuando faltaba poco ya para que se vaya, se hubiese completado, pero lamentablemente hay enemigos contra él.
YouTube